Greetings, fellow dragon fruit lovers. This is Paul, and here's another section of the yard. So I guess you could call this part 2 of the summer tour. Now look at Country Roads. It's just beautiful. This is the first flower I've had from it, and it has a really amazing scent. So I'm excited to try Country Roads. Now over here is Maria Fusia, and look at that. It's almost ripe. It's getting there. And this is one I want to use for my breeding program because I crossed Laverne Pink. So Paul's Laverne Pink and Maria Fusia, two of my favorite varieties. They taste great, and this one is just over 2 years old, and look at how productive it is. Really, really like this plant a lot. It's been great. It does get a little bit of chlorosis, but not bad. Here is Kaslau, or K. Lots of fruit. Let's see, where's that nice big flower? Here it is. Look at how beautiful this flower is. This is Kaslau, or K. Similar to Lisa and Sabra, but a little different. Now here is a very fast-growing plant. This is Jade Red. It's just over a year old, and it's set 2 fruit. And the flower is absolutely stunning on this one. Look at it. It's a beautiful flower. Now here is Vietnamese Shayna. It's taken a while. It's like 3 years old. And it's finally set some fruit. So I'm excited to try this white flesh fruit to see if it's very good. Here is some Dark Star. And I have 3 sources, and they all seem a little different. So we'll see what happens here, but look at the differences here. So there's this darker green, and there's this one, which just seems a little bit different to me. So I'm evaluating these, and I'm going to compare them to Paul Thompson's 5S. Now here's another one I really like. I call this the Elk Creek Unknown number 1. Look at the bracts on that fruit. I've had this for a few seasons. It's under evaluation, and these fruit are really, really delicious. An interesting shape. They have a lot of long bracts. So I like this one a lot. It's delicious, and it's an unknown. Now this one I like too. I had 2 fruit off of it, and it's a really old Guatemalan variety. It's a no ID, and it's very old. It's from a part of San Diego called Encinitas, and the plant's been there since the late 80s. So you can see the fruit. But it's very similar to typical Guatemalan. Now one of these I did a cross. Is it this one? And I have an Asunta 2. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to grow the seeds out because I cross-pollinated it with Asunta 2, which should be a really delicious fruit. And the seedlings should be really awesome too, hopefully. We'll see what they do as I grow them out. Now what else do we have here? Here is Seoul Kitchen White. You can see how productive this plant is. But it's a white flesh fruit, and it's not the best tasting. I'm going to see if it doesn't really improve or taste better this season, I'm going to pull this one out and replace it with something probably magenta fleshed or something else. Now here is Edgars Baby. But look at this one. This is Don Burnett's Guatemalan. And I've eaten a fruit already. It was delicious. And here's another one. I'll do a review on that soon. Another Edgars Baby. Here is Jim Nitzel's Fence. Look at how different that is than the Nitzel fruit, or Nitzel I should say, that I reviewed. So Jim Nitzel Fence is not the same as the Nitzel variety of dragon fruit. Cosmic Charlie, like this fruit. It's a good, delicious variety as well. However, it is self-sterile. What else do we have? Look at this over here. This is K1, a white flesh Dundatus for these 2. I pollinated these last night. And this one is Edgar, which I believe is the same thing as red ES1, but we'll see. I think this one had some unique looking flowers. Look at that. It's like 2 and 2, see? So that's Edgar. And again, that's probably the same thing as red ES1, because red ES1 stands for Red Edgar's Seedling #1. Now here is Linda's Asunta. It's Asunta 2 from Elk Creek Dragon Fruit, and I brought this mother plant home. You can see it has plenty of fruit and some aphids too, so I'll have to spray this. I'll do that today when I come home from work. But it has quite a few fruit, and I'm really excited to try them because I've only had one. It was slightly overripe, but it was very, very sweet and really delicious. Now here is my black dragon. Typical, likes to do 4-sided growth, as you can see, and it topped the trellis, but I don't think I'm going to get a fruit on it this season, but I expect to get one next season. So you can see just how interesting these branches are. Now this is not the same thing as black africanus. This is Solanacereus coniflorus crossed with Hylocereus ocamponus. So a very unique plant. Now look at this. This one has been really productive this season, and this is Nicaraguan Red. So lots of fruit. I'm gonna have a lot of fruit to eat here soon, huh? Look at that. And even though it's a Nicaraguan Red, it's very similar to a Guatemalan. You can see the single spine. It's kind of a telltale sign. And the ribs. The shape of the ribs are kind of heart-shaped. Okay, I think that's about it. Let's see. What's this one? Oh, this one's interesting. This is Pine Island Purple. I got it from Leo. It's probably just like 5S renamed or something. And it is not self-fertile. I tried to set fruit on with its own pollen, and it failed. And last but not least, look at this little Shayna. So lots of new varieties for me to taste. I'm really excited. And that's what it's looking like down in the bottom section here of the collection. All right, give us a like and a subscribe. Thanks for your time. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and take care. So one more look at that beautiful country rose. Look at that. It's a very large flower. Woo!